Can you hear Martha? Unmute, Martha. Tell me, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, good deal. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, 7:30, November 12th, 2024. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone.
There's no video?
Excuse me?
No video?
Well, let me fix that for you. Is that better?
Oh, thank you, sir. That's awesome.
Certainly. Okay. Gilman. Dudek. Here. Christie here. Duncan.
Here.
Berenger.
Here.
And Attorney Kustra. All present. Comments from the community for items not on the agenda. Seeing none, we'll move on. Communications, none. Approval of the agenda.
Okay, you guys are gonna hate me. I have to add 3 different things. I need to add Genesis. That would be, but it's all new, I'm assuming, yeah.
It's all new.
So Genesis Credit Union.
So-
CD, HIJ,
Genesis.
yep, Genesis. Credit Union, CD. And then HJHIJK. I need to add, strike personal property taxes. And then for L, name change for banks.
It's
It's on here.
Can we do it during the check register? Is that okay?
Maybe.
I wrote you that, so.
I-
Did-
I put it on
You
here.
did? I went about
We'll-
the check register.
We'll do it then.
Okay, thank you.
Whenever you want.
What? That's it, yeah.
M.
LM.
Service.
What is it?
Surface Pros.
Oh, okay.
Four or 5 more things? No, that's it?
I'm just gonna talk about the election at the end.
At the end, okay. All right.
Okay. Approval of agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the additions.
I'll support.
Yeah.
Duncan,
Yes.
Gilman,
Yes.
Christie, yes. Dudek,
Yes.
Berenger. Carried. Okay. Approval of minutes from October 8th. I have nothing.
Everyone good? I'd like to make a motion to approve the October 8th, 2024 minutes as presented.
I'll support.
Everybody okay?
Yep.
All right, Dudek,
Yes.
Keelman. Berenger. Duncan. Christie, yes. Carried. Treasurer report.
I'm gonna present a budget adjustment. It's gonna be for the parks account, so we did the. Part of those work, jobs for the park using the ARPA funds. And at first I had it in general fund and I'm like, oh, wait, the grant money should go to the park fund since that's where the expense was.
So this
So
is,
you note, you would see in the parks, balance sheet, the
This-
130,025, that was all the ARPA funds. And then you'll see on the accounts balance sheet that our ARPA is now down to 66,567.
that's more than I thought.
Well, we're gonna have that pavilion.
Exactly, yep, that's not including that. No. And the master plan. We approved that too.
Okay, so that should take care of all the ARPA funds to be allocated, right?
It'd be pretty close.
It has to be allocated, so
Yeah, by the end,
hopefully,
by the end of December, yeah.
yes. So that's it for really my financial report, nothing
Okay, so
really out of the ordinary.
is this where you want to vote on this?
Let's vote on my report.
Okay,
So file it and then we'll do the budget adjustment for the check register.
any questions? Motion to file?
Make a motion to file.
Support?
I'll support.
Okay, Christie, yes. Duncan?
Yeah.
Dudek?
Yes.
Keelman?
Yes.
Berenger?
Yes.
Carried. Okay, check register.
Well, budget adjustment first, right?
All right, we're at the, so yeah, bring it up anytime you want
So
now.
budget adjustment, so yeah, so I'm just adding, I gotta find the paper, I think it was
I was gonna say, I
72,000.
just-
It's toward the end, I think it's 72, yeah, 72,000, I'm adding, I'm upping both the grant revenue and the grant expense. Just to make up for the ARPA funds that we received and the ARPA money that we spent, so it's pretty much like, it's a wash pretty much, so.
Okay.
That'd be for like, the ZBA and for the,
I had it listed on
parking lot
here
thing.
as
the
new business D.
And since we had those expenses, everything else was becoming over budget, so.
Good.
Okay.
It's going to next month too.
Most likely, yeah. But-
We had a bunch of, have a bunch of road expenditures.
So, we need. A motion for that, for the budget.
Motion for the budget adjustment? Unless there's questions.
What would be?
72,000 she's moving.
Moving up the park expense and the grant revenue for park. Because once we spend the money for ARPA, then we can count it as revenue, because right now it's considered unearned revenue. So we move it out of that account and now it's considered actually cash in hand, so, but we can't do that until we spend the money.
Well,
Anything else?
no, because I know what it is, when we did that whole parking and the gravel and all that, that bumped us over. I couldn't even pay the grass cutting till she gave me the okay to go over the budget.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the budget adjustment to take 72,000 out of the grant, put it into the park expense.
No, you're just increasing both the revenue and the
And the-
expenditure, you're not taking it out of the grant,
Oh,
you're just
okay.
increasing both of them.
Okay.
Yep.
To Increase.
Increase the revenue, well, we can write that all down, but yeah, the revenue
Yeah,
for
I'll put mine
grant
in it.
and then the expense
increase
for
the revenue
park
for grant.
expenses.
So I'm going to say to approve the budget adjustment and then
And then we'll
spell it out
later.
correctly in the minutes. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Keelman. Dudek,
Yes.
Christie, yes. Duncan.
Yes.
Berenger. Carried. Okay. On with the check register. I've already looked it over. I have no questions.
Everybody else good? Good, Dan, okay, I'll make a motion to approve check number 4898 to 4950. And electronics 126 to 129 with a total of $246,064.45.
064, right?
Oh,
Two,
64.
246, 064.
Yep.
4.45.
Yep. Correct.
Thank you.
Brett,
Yep, Brett did.
still trying to get that threaded on the, streetlights in the park.
I haven't heard back from him.
No, either. We'll try again.
Okay, Berenger. Gilman.
Yes.
Duncan.
Yes.
Christie, yes. Dudek.
Yes.
Carried. Okay, there was no ordinance report. There was no assessor report. There is no old business. We're caught up on all of that.
Nice.
All right, new business of another ditching on Arlington that I need to bring up. Starts at address 2219, goes 1,000 feet north on the west side of the road and 2 culverts to be removed.
That across from the one we just did.
It's across from where we just did.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
Okay,
I'll finish the motion.
What's the amount for?
18,000.
18,000.
They don't ditch like they used to, do they?
No.
Okay, Christie, yes. Duncan,
Yes.
Keelman. Dudek,
Yes.
Berenger.
Yeah.
Carried. Snow plowing contract. Oh, here, you know what? Why I'm here. I'm gonna sign this. And then I'm just gonna give it to you and you make sure that the road commission gets it.
If they answer the phone.
Well, it usually takes them a few days, and so I don't know.
Let's try to get them. Somebody parked trailer over there in the, that section.
Yeah, they were
section of
leaving when
parking
I drove by.
So here,
Were they?
give
pulling
that to
away?
her.
They finally took it.
Yeah, they
was
took
still
it.
there this afternoon.
All right, snow plowing
Yeah.
contract. Looks like it went up a little bit this year. But didn't everything. They've been doing a pretty good job. You satisfied with them?
Snow, so.
Huh?
We haven't really had snow much, so.
See how good they're doing?
I think our only issue was, well, we wanted when it's over 2 inches and not on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I think the only issue we had was they came in salted without the okay, we're supposed to have Mike call them and we called them. But they did it, so we could just send that, make that note like we usually do,
Salt on call.
yep. Over 2 inches. Then they plow and no Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And over 2 inches. You guys good with that?
I'll make a motion to approve the Stafford landscaping contract for snow removal.
It's $503. Now that's assuming the way they have it spelled out is if they if they're doing everything, they're doing 2 inches, they're doing 6 inches, they're salting the lot, they're doing the sidewalks and everything, it's $503. It's never gonna be that much every time, because they're probably gonna come and just do this, the 125 part where they just plow the parking lot and shovel the walk and leave. And then if we call them and say we want it salted, then it would be the $188.
No.
Yeah, if
Salt
if,
is 145.
oh, I'm sorry, you're right, you're right, you're right.
188 is.
So to salt
just-
the sidewalks, only $45. If they're gonna salt the parking lot, it's $145. So it's a à la carte. And we call on them. But on the snow, they will just do it if it's over 2 inches.
We try to have them come before the place opens. Did anybody make a second?
Did anybody make a motion?
Phoebe made the motion. If nobody supported, I will.
All right, Duncan to approve. All right, Berenger. Okay, Kilman,
Yes.
Dudek,
Yes.
Christie, yes, Duncan,
Yes.
Berenger. Carried. Here, see that they get that. Okay, local road funding for 2025. Few months ago, we applied for local road funding for a culvert replacement over the Holland Drain on Palms Road. Estimated cost is $66,000. The board will pay half of that. And they just voted in their last meeting to approve this application that we put in with them. So now we need to approve the work order if you want to do it.
Make a motion to approve.
It'll be for next year.
Yeah, sometime next year.
It'll be
I
on
would
this
bet,
budget.
I'll bet they don't do it till summer.
Support.
They may do it sooner if we have an easy winter, they do that sometimes, but
Guys, know the road budget is really getting low. For sure. I think there was only 15,000 left that I saw.
Oh.
Not that much.
that you're gonna need a budget adjustment
I'm
next
not
month
gonna
for
budget
that.
adjustment.
Well, somebody will.
Yeah, it was really low.
So I'm putting, approval of road funding for the Holland Drain on Palms, the cost of 66,000, the township's portion is 33.
Correct. All right, Berenger. Duncan.
Yep.
Christie, yes. Dudek,
Yes.
Gilman?
Yeah.
All right, carried. We sign these and give them to you. So I got our copy and the road commission's copy here. Thank you. And we already did, no, the mini settlement.
Okay.
Take
so
it away.
Talked to the county and I wanted to do a mini settlement with them just to show that everything, to double check everything that I did. They said pretty much, so my last payment that I just made yesterday was actually 36 to 38, but at that time I didn't pay it out yet because I need to make sure everything cashes. So they were saying everything before that I have balanced with the county completely with all the summer taxes. So I just want it on record that everything has balanced besides what was the current payments. And I did all the winter values already, and I have them all in the system, and they were all correct and approved too for winter values. So I just want it on record that
So this is just a FYI.
Yes. And I want it on record, please.
Any questions?
Good job, Phoebe. Great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But I just want on record showing that I balance completely with the county until my newest payments that I had to make, so.
Good deal.
And tell me the other part that one.
And that the winter value, so pretty much I have winter taxes ready. All the
Okay.
values, I have everything in correctly and I got proof from the county for it.
Okay.
Any questions? Okay, Memphis school tax for 2025.
Yep, just same old, same old.
I'm gonna make a motion to approve paying collecting the Memphis school tax in the summer of 2025.
Possible.
We missed that 1 year in there. It's on top. of it.
Christie,
Yeah,
yes.
On top of it, yeah.
Dudek?
Above anything.
Yes. Duncan,
Yes.
Keelman,
Yes.
Berenger. Carried. Choice one bank.
So they only gave me two rates. One's for a 6-month and one is for a 12-month of the expiration. It's expiring on the 17th. And this guy kept saying, well, you need to talk to me about this and this, and it's like, no, I'm just trying to renew a CD here. So,
I would say take the 6 month, just because I know rates are gonna go down. All right, I feel rates are gonna go down.
yeah, it's always a gamble, so,
But Trump
choice
got it.
one, I would recommend that we take some money out because choice one, I don't get their, I don't get the interest until we renew. So, the balance is not, doesn't have the interest on it, so I would recommend that we maybe move 20,000 again, like we did for the last CD.
Do you have a balance?
On the balance, I showed 245, 769, 24, but I know that.
When they add the interest, it'll go over.
Yes, yeah, so I would recommend 20,000 again, you know, just to kind of, so we have room to grow in.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Are you gonna put it in that cedar?
No, this one's a CD.
No, but if you take the 20,000, where are you putting it?
Well, the CDR, we can't touch until it renews.
So you just put it in the checking account?
I'm just putting it in the general fund. So if they seem that they're collecting enough money in our general fund, then they can open up a new account, you know, at will, you know, obviously. But the CDR you can't add or touch until it renews.
Do they just contact you when it's ready to be renewed?
No, not all the time.
Okay.
No, I just know that things are expiring, so.
Motion, anybody?
So you're doing 6 months, you think it's better than 12?
What's up to you? I mean,
I
Oh,
don't
it's
know,
up
'cause
to-
at the next one I just looked at, they're getting under 3,
right,
under 4.
Yeah, they're
getting into the
dropping.
3s. So, I mean,
4 is the better deal.
that's what I'm seeing them.
I
drop
guess 4
more.
for a year.
Right.
Or 4.25 for 6 months. It's whatever you think's a better deal. But doesn't matter. Either one's gonna be a good rate a year from now.
It's whatever, it's always a gamble, so it's whatever you guys think. Less work, you know, you have to look at it in 6 months.
What else
but
is maturing in the next couple of months?
Genesis is maturing at the end of this month, and then otherwise something's maturing in January, I don't remember which one it was. But we have been doing a lot of short terms lately, because we've been
Right.
wondering what's going on, so.
Well, and we've been,
But before that, we were doing 3 or 4, 5 year, so
Yeah.
it's like, and that was, we got some good money for the 5 years and stuff, so.
but they're not even offering that anymore.
No, they aren't, you're right. Or if they do, we don't even look at it, so we don't consider it.
If it was me, I'd do the 12. At 4.
What do you wanna do? Make a motion?
I'll make a motion to 12 months, 4%.
And deducting
And
20,000.
do the 25
Yeah.
Or
20,000.
Renew the
or
CD
20,000, I'm sorry.
Renew the CD for 12 months at
4%.
And once again, it
4%.
still is, it could have changed, it's
Yeah.
always, it's just how it is,
And-
so.
and. We're going to.
Transfer
deduct
20,000.
Into the general
And
fund.
take 20,000 for the general fund.
You get a second on it yet?
No?
That was second.
Okay, Dudek,
Yes.
Duncan,
Yes.
Berenger,
Yes.
Gilman. Christie, yes. All right, carried. All right, assessment notice change proposal. This is the same thing we do every year. Where he has the assessment his company mail out the assessment change notices. And then it costs us less than it does to put stamps on them.
I make a motion to approve that, proposal for the assessment notices. I think it's KCI is called.
Yeah, usually it's KCI.
Do I need to sign this or anything?
Probably should.
Yeah, the second page is just for signatures.
Okay, Gilman? Yes. Dudek,
Yes.
Christie, yes. Duncan,
Yes.
Berenger,
Yes.
motion carried. And here you go. Okay, 2025 poverty exemption and asset test guidelines. This is just something we have to renew every year.
Question, did they add a percentage to it like they did last year?
I don't think so.
Cause last time, since they have made different rulings on. What rulings did they?
It's
I
your
had a last-
assets. They've changed how much your assets.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
And it makes it harder for them to meet.
So we have a choice here.
Did they add two?
Well,
Well-
this one here has a calculation.
It has calculations. We can accept the 10% plus 10% if you want.
You do 10%
You
this
did
year?
do 10%.
Okay, I thought it wasn't like, I was saying 25, I'm like, I don't remember it being that big, okay.
Yeah, it was plus 10.
10, okay.
It's pretty, they didn't really stringent, I mean, things that they consider assets that they never did before, it's making it better. For the people who truly need it.
And this is not something I have to sign.
I just have to, this is a copy of the application.
Yep, all right, so what do you want to do?
I'm gonna make a motion to approve the poverty guidelines with the 10% increase.
To approve. Plus 10%. Is there a second?
Oh, go ahead, you can.
I'll second.
Okay, Christie, yes. Duncan,
Yes.
Dudek,
Yes.
Berenger, Gilman. Carried. Genesis CD.
So this is expiring the 30th. I was gonna not do it, and I'm like, well, I might as well get it approved by the board since it's the 30th and a 10-day grace period would end on the day of the next meeting. As of September, there was 243, so that's the balance is 243. So it's gonna be around, I don't know, what was I getting?
What are we looking at here? The top one, the certificate special?
Well, I called them and they said, sometimes the specials don't work for us, but it does. They said we could do a special if we want to. It just doesn't automatically renew to a special. So yes, the specials you can do. And you can also do the jumbo one. So, but the specials, I like the specials.
I would go the
Yeah.
25-month one.
I agree. And once again, it's still, since it'll be the 30th, still is up, still
They
is
could
tentative.
change, the percentage could change.
Exactly, yeah, yeah. But yeah, it is at 243, so I don't know if you guys wanna deduct some money, this will just be, 2 more months on it, so it will probably be like 245 on there, so it only has 5,000 left until it's
But that
over.
could take a few months to get it up to 250, right?
Yeah,
But if
yeah,
we do
but but
25
if it's locked in, you pretty much have to
Yeah,
wait
But if we
that,
do 25 months, then we're.
You're
way
locked in.
beyond-
Oh, you're locked in, all right. So you wanna take 20 out of this one too and move it?
I think so, yeah. Yeah,
Taking motions over here.
The motion to approve the renewal of the Genesis CV for 25 months. 4.27% and deduct $20,000 and put into the general fund. And this is expiring when?
the 30th.
Support? Duncan,
Yes,
Gilman? Berenger? Dudek,
Yes,
Christie, yes, carried. Okay, strike personal property tax.
so the county is doing it a little, they're on the ball right now. Before, we would just do it separately and take off personal property taxes that were uncollectible. So a lot of townships weren't on it, and I only have 1 year, which is just came up for, being able to strike it from the tax roll. So the county does it as a whole county now, so then they have just one attorney present it, does the whole county, and then they move on, so I think they're doing this yearly. They did it last year, but we didn't need to do it last year because I already did 17 back. So this is just approval for the county to strike the 2018 taxes, and then I would just I would get this notarized and tell the county, yes, you can present my 2018 taxes. So this has gone to collections, it's gone through letters, it's gone through piles of communication, so, and a lot of people are out of business or move on or say, oh, I moved halfway through the year, I don't need to pay it, blah, 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 so.
Like just these two.
Yep, the 2, and it's only for 2008.
It's which two?
The one sheet shows, I think, no one's Florida.
Oh, this one, this one.
something, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
$6.
all right.
So I just thought I would slide this in really fast, so they could do this.
I'll make a motion to approve striking the first.
And allowing the county to bring it to the court to strike it.
And have county present it to the court.
Support?
I'll support it.
Berenger,
Yes.
Duncan,
Yes.
Christie, yes, Dudek,
yes,
Gilman?
Yeah.
Motion carried. Name change for bank account.
Okay, so since I'm leaving, we need to get name changes ASAP on it. So we need to make a motion to add Kimberly Hetzel onto all the bank accounts when her term begins, and to take CD Duncan off all the bank accounts. And Angie, when you do the minutes, you have to list each one with the bank account numbers.
You're
and
gonna have to all that.
I will do that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of, 8, 9 banks
Yeah.
that you guys are gonna have to go to and get all this work done, so. Cause you can't even go, she can't even call Genesis without her name on there, so we need to get this.
Yeah,
on
and I
it
can't
right now.
pay any bills if I don't have.
Exactly,
somebody to
so
come
it
and
needs to
sign.
be done right away.
And that, you're making that motion?
Sure, yeah, I'll make the motion.
Support?
I'll support.
So, and just with the terms, so once my term ends, her term begins,
Okay,
Okay, Duncan,
yes,
Christie, yes, Gilman,
Yes.
Dudek,
Yes.
Berenger,
Yes.
motion carried. Surface Pros.
The last meeting, we talked about the Surface Pros are outdated, and can't update them. But we didn't know what they were worth, so I printed off as much as I could find on eBay. Marketplace.
And that's this paperwork.
I took 9 different samples. We took the average of the 9, comes up to about $102.75 for the average of what they're worth.
How old are they? I know when we went to look it up. I thought it was newer. Mike, wasn't the, Mike? Like, you think, wasn't the tablets newer when we looked them up? The year for the tablets. Remember when you called high tech, wasn't the year older? Or wasn't it newer than we thought?
They were in 19, right?
It was in 19?
And then they gave I think, I'm pretty sure I forwarded the email.
Excuse me?
As to what the elder
Okay.
ones would be worth.
No, I thought it was even newer. I was like, maybe it was the newer version or
Well,
something.
personally,
Maybe
I
that
don't
was
think
it.
we should sell them off because we turned hers in. Stan and I are still here. We can give the new ones to the new people. If they so choose to use it, they can. If they don't want to use it, they don't have to.
But you can't use it. Right?
Why?
Because you're gonna have to upgrade. If you can't upgrade, it'll cost you more to upgrade it than it is to.
Well, then that'll be.
Are they upgradable?
We don't know that.
Like,
They
like the
never looked at the tablets when they looked at the upgrades. They never looked at them.
Mike, did you call and ask if they were upgradable? Like to,
No, I didn't.
you didn't ask that, cause I know,
It was
Okay.
just the question of what they would be worth and
And then we'd have to
Okay.
pay to have them factory reset.
You can do that in your office.
Pardon?
You take it to the factory reset, you can do that in your office.
I just don't think that, I don't. see
I
the
tried
point.
to,
I'm
and you have to have
sorry,
like an
I don't.
admin password,
see
and I
the
don't
point.
know. So,
You do,
yes.
have-
I didn't know it, so I'm like, okay.
you do have to have an admin password,
And I
and I
don't
tried to
know who-
reset mine.
I don't know who has that, so.
The only other issue that I would bring up for the board's consideration is the preservation of public files. And
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you brought it here, turn it in, they can do whatever they want with it and then buy it later.
I don't see the point. I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, I don't want mine. I already handed it in,
And,
so.
and to say that we're gonna get rid of them and then sell them off. I talked to the MTA, they said we should have, if we decide to get rid of them, we have to put them up for auction. We have to find out their value, pay to have them reset, put them up for auction. We can't just assume let
Did-
somebody.
Did they give that to you in writing?
I believe I have it in an email. It doesn't matter. That's what she said. And you know, Brett, I know your kid is using it and you want to keep it for that purpose,
Why not?
but we as a board have. I mean, Stan, you don't use yours, but I don't see the point. I don't see the point to accommodate, I'm sorry, your son.
I'm not saying just to accommodate me, if they're outdated and they're paperweights, I don't know what you're gonna do with them.
Then why would you want them?
Well, because I can still use it. You can't because you have to be at certain upgraded Microsoft, Windows, whatever,
And
and
you
you don't
can-
have that
no.
here, and high tech is gonna hold you over the barrel to upgrade them.
Well, I don't think we should get rid of them. Stan, you're gonna still be here. What do you think?
Brett, just keep the computer.
You can't.
we were told they don't have much value.
It doesn't matter if we're told they don't have much value. That's beside the point.
I just think it looks kind of bad if we're a government employee and we get first dibs on a tablet. You know, after we have them, you know, to me, it doesn't look good for a public eye.
Can I say something? I don't see though, if we can't use them coming in,
We don't know that.
what good are they?
We don't know if they.
And that's the thing, we don't know if they're
Basically, we don't
upgradable.
know.
Yeah.
We would have to have high tech look at them. And basically what we used them for was we had the email and we would put the packet for the meeting on it and then we would have that. Phoebe used it a lot. Bruce used to use it a lot. I'm sorry, I agree with Phoebe, just to make one person happy. I don't see the point of turning them on.
I would see like when it comes to that point to put it on the website, hey, you know, and then have it up to the public to be able to buy it instead of, oh, we get first dibs because if we're on the board, you know.
But if nobody can upgrade them, like,
We don't
I
know that.
definitely take the phone call to find out if you can, but if you can't upgrade them to put them on an auction site, you're not gonna get anything for them. It'd be better off to get the $100 or
Well, you
whatever.
would put them
they're-
up for sale at a certain price, what their value is. Catherine at the NPA, said you get the value of what it is, whatever you had to do to factory reset. Because that has to be done. You have to add the cost of that into it. And then you could say, hey, we have 5 tablets that are up for sale. We don't have to say auction, up for sale. If anyone's interested, contact the township.
So maybe see how it is by next meeting or something, you know, everybody turn theirs in, and then if you guys come to the new board comes to the conclusion that
And y'all
it's,
find an
it's
agreement.
not worth it, then it's, you know, then go
We'll
ahead,
all
go that
find an
route, I
agreement
guess, you
that we
know?
Turned in any of our stuff 10 days after our terms are done.
Yeah, I think just get more information before we make any decision on it.
So then we're just gonna turn them all in and
When you
then
broke
you
it,
guys will
you
decide
can
later,
pay
is that
for it.
correct?
Because it says that on too, that you could pay for the,
If you-
Replacement
if you
cost.
lose it or you break it, you have to.
so
pay
if you
replace it.
break it, you know.
What's the replacement cost?
A brand new one, are you gonna?
Or
pay what
$100, or
What's your cost of
I would
Why
say it's
not buy a
$100.
brand new one?
a library?
So, you know, you could do that.
You can put
I
it in there and
dropped
weight
it.
papers down with Mike needs some stuff, stop blowing off his desk, would be all set. That's a poor business decision.
Well,
It just, you gotta understand, we are at a public eye, so we gotta just make sure we're not playing favorites
There
to.
was no favorite. There
ourselves.
was no favorite. There was 5 people on board that made
Well,
decisions.
well, I wanna buy your tablet, you know,
Go
so. I'll buy all yours for my children.
Whole audience here, maybe there's 5
Exactly.
people here who want.
To
that.
me,
We
it's
can't-
like, it's best to play it safe when you're.
All right, well, that's enough of that. So. What is this?
That's the budget, I think.
Is this mine? Or yours?
I never stapled yours, so if it's not
All right,
stapled, it's
well, I'll just
yours.
put it in with my pile, since we already voted on it, right?
Is there a vote necessary for the for agenda item?
No, there was no
No
decision
action
made,
was
so,
taken.
no, we're not doing nothing.
I mean, if they choose something different next month, then yours do, you know.
I
All right.
don't have anything for board discussion. I just-
Nope, we don't have any board discussion. I just want to say, thanks for working with me these years. I think you did a great job. You and Stan, wish you good luck in the future. Brett, been good working with you. Motion to adjourn.
I just want to say something, Bruce. You have not only led this township for the last 12 years, but you have come a long way in maintaining relationships in the community. You have gone above and beyond any person that I know, and I've only lived in Columbus for about 15 years. And I can't thank you for the friendship that I have with you and your wife now. And I really think the township is losing a true gem.
Well, thank you.
I agree. I'll second that.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support.
Oh, Stan, let me support.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Thank you.
All in favor?
Grand finale.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you all and good night.
I also would like to thank Brett, Bruce, and Duncan for the 12 years of being a good leader. Good luck in the future.
Thank you, Diane.
This one. Okay.
Yep.